Donald Trump's 2025 trade war panic. The 50% tariff crisis unfolds. In 2025, a storm is shaking the very foundations of global diplomacy, and at the center of it all stands Donald Trump, visibly desperate, cornered by the consequences of his own explosive decisions. A new wave of U.S. tariffs, reaching an astonishing 50%, has ignited outrage across the international stage, especially in Brazil and other rising economies. As Trump attempts to wield his familiar tactics of economic intimidation, this time the world is pushing back harder than ever before. Before we dive into the heart of this escalating global standoff, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into international politics and power shifts. And if you have something to say about Trump's controversial move, drop your opinion in the comments below. Let's get this conversation started. A return to the past, or a step into chaos? Donald Trump, having returned to the political arena with the same bombastic energy that defined his first presidency, declared in early 2025 a set of aggressive tariffs targeting key global players, most notably Brazil, China, India, and Mexico. For Brazil, the tariff was a gut punch, a 50% levy on key exports such as steel, soy, ethanol, and beef. The justification? Trump claimed it was to protect American industries and jobs, blaming foreign manipulation and unfair competition. But unlike 2018 or 2020, the world has changed. And this time, Trump's America is not in a position of unchecked dominance. His decision sparked instant backlash, not only from foreign governments but also from American allies, economists, and even business leaders who see the move as short-sighted and damaging. Behind closed doors, reports began to leak. Trump was growing increasingly anxious. According to White House insiders, he was shouting during briefings, demanding immediate wins to distract from plunging market confidence and escalating diplomatic fallout. His advisors warned him of retaliation, but he refused to back down. Brazil's furious response. Brazil, under the leadership of a confident and assertive President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, didn't stay silent. In a nationally televised speech, Lula called the U.S. tariffs a declaration of economic hostility, and vowed to protect Brazilian interests by seeking new trade partnerships and retaliatory measures. Within weeks, Brazil slapped its own tariffs on American goods, particularly agricultural machinery, pharmaceuticals, and tech products, industries heavily reliant on Brazilian imports. The retaliation stung. U.S. manufacturers saw their profits drop, and farmers across the Midwest began to protest. Trump's approval ratings in rural America, once a fortress of support, started to waver. Social media exploded with viral videos of empty warehouses and angry workers blaming Trump for their layoffs. Trump's growing isolation. In Washington, even some Republicans began to question the wisdom of the move. "We're not winning here," Senator Mitch Roberts of Ohio said in a press conference. "We're bleeding jobs, we're alienating allies, and we're feeding inflation." But Trump dismissed criticism, doubling down in his trademark style, tweeting in all caps, lashing out at journalists, and painting any opposition as globalist puppets. Internationally, Trump's actions began to unite unlikely alliances. Brazil and China strengthened their strategic ties, announcing a new trade corridor that would bypass U.S. dependencies entirely. India and South Africa voiced support, and talks of a global South-led economic bloc gained momentum. Trump watched all this unfold with increasing frustration. He believed his tariff policy would corner foreign markets and restore U.S. dominance. Instead, he was watching a multipolar world rise against him. The economy takes a hit. Back in the U.S., Wall Street was reeling. The Dow dropped over 2,000 points in a week after the Brazil tariffs were announced. Export-heavy companies suffered. Analysts on every major news network warned that this trade war could be even more damaging than the one during Trump's first term. Meanwhile, inflation surged again, undoing 2 years of gradual recovery. Economists pointed out that while Trump's rhetoric focused on winning trade wars, the actual data painted a darker picture: fewer jobs, higher prices, and declining foreign investment. Countries like Brazil, with growing consumer markets and expanding infrastructure, were once prime targets for U.S. exports. Now, those doors were closing fast. Desperation behind the scenes. As the crisis deepened, leaked audio from a private meeting in the Oval Office sent shockwaves through the political world. In it, Trump could be heard shouting at his trade advisors. This was supposed to make them bend. Why the hell is it backfiring? The audio, verified by multiple sources, revealed a side of Trump rarely seen: panicked, frustrated, and out of control. One anonymous official said he thought he could scare countries into submission. But this time, they're not scared. They're united. Even conservative media outlets began to shift their tone. Fox News ran a segment titled "Tariff Trap: Is Trump Hurting American Workers?" while the Wall Street Journal editorialized that the president was playing poker with a losing hand. A turning point in global power, Brazil, for its part, emerged stronger. Instead of folding, it diversified its export markets, increased cooperation with BRICS partners, and became a symbol of resistance against economic coercion. For many in the global south, Brazil's bold stance inspired pride and solidarity. Trump, on the other hand, found himself increasingly isolated, not only internationally, but at home. As protests grew and key swing states turned against him, his team scrambled to reframe the narrative. But the damage was done. His obsession with domination through tariffs had backfired catastrophically. The verdict of history. The 2025 tariff crisis is more than just a trade dispute. It's a reflection of a changing world, one where American economic bullying no longer goes unchallenged, and where nations like Brazil are rising to demand respect and sovereignty. Donald Trump's desperation is not just political, it's historical. He is a man trying to rewind time to an era of unipolar control, while the rest of the world is moving forward into a new balance of power. If you found this analysis insightful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Trump's tariff policy was justified, or is it a reckless move that's hurting everyone, including America itself? Let's debate. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this rapidly unfolding global story.